Cause she's an itty bitty spider with an itty bitty lighter that she might just come from. She's a snake crawling, creeping on the floor. If you give her time of day, baby, that's your first mistake. She will swallow you whole for you know.
Yeah, that's my intro. This looks like it's starting off. This is going to be an easy one. They only have 6 people in so far. We got all the main buildings. So looks like it's going to be an easy fight. Wasn't really sure how this was going to go because we had some people from our server go to server 13. From what I heard, some of the people wanted to go to a place where there weren't a lot of wells. I'm not sure if how 13 looked, but that's what I heard. There's not a lot of wells on my server. That's in my opinion, though. I'm certainly not a well. I probably spend more than the average person, but I'm not a well. Currently, I don't think I spend more than $50 a week. Maybe earlier in the game I spent a lot, or what could be considered a lot, but I haven't really spent that much over the last 3 to 4 months. You know, I got a new house, so I had to step back on the spending. And currently, like I said, I don't think I spend more than $50 a week. I only buy one pack really, and that's the hero pack to get the Justice Shards and the hero shards that's on that you get along with it when you spend the $34 pack. And then other than that, this week I bought the crack shooter for $10 just because I needed one to complete the set. So, you know, maybe here and there I might, if I see something, oh yeah, every week I always get the diamond pack when they give you a lot of diamonds. I always get that. Maybe there people are coming in late. I see 7. So, well, they're definitely coming in late, but maybe they'll be piling in late. We'll see. My alliance is pretty aggressive, so coming in late is not the smart thing to do in Crystal Battle, because we will certainly just try to take everything immediately. We like to stockpile points early and then leave you to your own devices, and you try to get your points back. We've won some battles that were pretty close because when we come in, we're aggressive. Come in with a plan, know who's going to take what buildings and hold them. Who's going to take the middle. There's a lot of talking. Right now, there's not a lot of talking because we done did this a million in one time. But when things are happening, when someone wants to make changes, they will definitely post it inside of the team chat. We'll definitely post it inside the team chat. We set it up for, we know who's taking church 1 and 2, and basically who the rally leaders are and who's on their teams, and then we know who's going to take the mine in the middle. So we're pretty much prepared, and you know, I'm going to take the mine in the middle. It's not that other people on my team can't take it; they can. That's just my job. If Happy Cheese, he definitely can. Infinity 72. Need to check on him. Kristen Bell. We have some pretty strong people. Just in case Happy Cheese takes a look at this, congrats on your 100 million. I said it in the Alliance chat, but I didn't get it. You weren't there, I don't think. And this, like I said, this seemed like it's going to be an easy Crystal Battle. So far, they still only have 7. We have 15. Just so you guys know, a trick people do in Crystal Battle that we haven't done in a while. But one of the things people do is before Crystal Battle, the matchups get made. They dump all their gear off all their heroes. They dump all the gear off all their heroes in order to get the for the whole everybody that's going to Crystal Battle. And they do this for SVS. They do it for Crystal Battle. They do it for the different things, the matchmaking games, in order to get smaller opponents. Just a strategy. I know when I first came to this server, they were doing it here. We stopped that. I actually prefer a team in which we're fighting. Winning and losing doesn't really matter to me, even though I'm always happy when we win. It's not the main focus for me. I like to test my team out against other people's team and then read their reports and see what they sent. That's where the fun is for me. I like to see what they sent. So sometimes, actually, my current team that I utilize is based off of a team that was sent used against me, used against my defense, in which I had more troops. I think I had a higher beast, and but his setup was much better. His mixed team setup was much better, and I was with using Layla specifically, um, with Susanna and Yuri. As soon as I saw it, I looked at it, I said, "Oh my God!" I looked at it and I knew what their skills were, and I automatically knew that that was going to be one of those teams that was going to rule. So yeah, so that's how I basically constructed my team based off around that thought, constructing the mixed team, and then I started constructing all my mixed team based around those concepts, which was adding more troops, doing a fighter. For me, it was for seeing the Layla because of the debuffs, and then the extra troops with Yuri and Susanna. So trying to get as many troops in there as possible. This is yep. This is There won't be a lot of action. What we'll end up doing is as the game gets later on, we're gonna just start rallying their cities. We're gonna be rallying their city. It doesn't really matter how much it is. You don't lose troops here, so it doesn't really matter. Hmm. Just want to make sure I put that in there. Give us a extra warning. Heads up. Let's go 15. No. Yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much gonna be our plan. I'm don't worry, I'm not gonna let this run for a total hour. I'll be pausing it periodically, as we're just waiting. They're getting more people in. I never go for rank in this. I just go for doing my job. You'll see people that's just trying to get a lot of points. You get more points off of attacking the players or even attacking buildings than you do from just holding the buildings. I never really care about the rank. What rank I come in, I could possibly come in rank one every single time. And also because of my amount of troops, I have 6.5 million troops. I never heal in Crystal Battle. I never heal. If you have a lot of troops, don't waste your time healing. Yeah, so we're about to come up upon the time for the crystal mine. I see Boss over there already. They're funny. They're funny. So that means every other word a cuss word. Got it. Yeah. So, boss is there. I told him to go ahead and take the middle, but I don't think he's gonna do it. Oh, I guess so. We'll just send troops in. Since it's an easy battle, we're not gonna really worry about who has what buildings. I do want to give maybe a rally. I mean, a video at some point on how to send help or what troops to send when joining rallies. I think sometimes that people uh, they underestimate how it's important to send the correct troops. Also, the troop format. If you got if you got a troop formation in which you got the majority, for instance, my setup with 80 fight shooters and one of every other troop and uh, about 150 or whatever it is, or the rest of them is just fighters. You want predominantly fighters inside of the territories for defense or even attacking. And whether you're doing it with fighters or you're doing it with shooters, you want it to be predominantly those troops. However, you do want the other troops. You just want to proportion it correctly. A lot of times, sometimes you'll be like, you'll hear people say, send all fighters. So I might tell somebody to send all fighters, but me, myself, I might send 100K or 150K shooters. If everyone follow orders, they'll have all the fighters, but we'll still have a bunch of shooters and there may be 10 to 15K um, uh, of the drivers. So what I do a lot of time is I always tell people to send 5K drivers, around 50K shooters, and the rest fighters. This is why I tell them to send to my rally. Normally, and before when it's starting, we send that in the mail. We send out mail telling people what troops to send to our rallies. And people that's been around for a while, they know. They already know. For Megatrons, make sure you're gonna send 50K shooters, 5K drivers, and the rest all fighters. Because I'm gonna be holding the building, and fighters are the best for holding the building. Unless they have a really strong siege type of makeup, they're not gonna get past my defense. And fighters, despite the fact they're used for defense, are really good attackers because they high health and high defense make them hard to kill. And it gives the shooters a lot of time. So 80K shooters, with if you got 150 something K or more fighters, those 80K shooters are going to do a lot of damage to the other team. And if the other team have 50K shooters and fighters, then their fighters will be trying to get to your shooters, but your fighters is going to be helping trying to defend your shooters, and your shooters will just be trying to pick off their fighters. It'll have to be a like makeup, but it comes down to how you proportion the teams after that. If I proportion mine's better than you proportion yours, for instance, if I'm sitting over there with 700K fighters, another 300K shooters, and the rest and drivers, and you only sitting over there with fighters and shooters, then I'm more than likely gonna win that unless you just have OP equipment and heroes. And this is because sometimes people like to send only two type of troops. 2 versus 3 never really ends good for two. So here's an excellent example of what I mean about formations. Even though he only has 800,000, the remainder of these troops needs to be fighters and some shooters. This is what you want to put here. You definitely do not want to add any more drivers. This is my guy, Mia. This is a good setup. However, you don't want to put any more drivers. You want to put maybe some more shooters, but primarily fighters, especially since this is a fighter team setup with Yuri, Mines, Ace, and Ivan, and then you have Kane for the driver. So 67K drivers actually does a little bit of good for this team. So they've been having some players join. It's still not enough, and we just way ahead. If you guys aren't familiar with Crystal Battle, you see these numbers on the top of the buildings. Do you know what that means? That means how many different teams are in the building. Like, for instance, 8. You know that by if you go here, then you see the 8 over the go. You click it, it says 8 Allied troops are garrisoned now. That's what that's for. That's important information. Some other information is there's a difference. Let me see. There's a difference between first occupying points and the points you get per minute. You see here out here it says first control is 1,200 points. Then once you have the building, they start getting the points per minute. I say that because I remember one time I was in a battle and I believe they had the majority of the buildings, but we focused on. Oh wow, they must have took my guy down. Let me switch up. Switch up. Take my people out of here. Once we start having any type of resistance, we start communicating. That's just make sure. All right, my spelling is trash. As you see, one of the things that we try to do is give as much information as possible when sending a rally, before sending a rally. This is so that because when people see things happening, they go to the chat immediately, and even though what's going to end up happening is you have some people sending all shooters. That's just what it is. I'm pretty sure I know who, but right? You see, like I told them, be on their worst behavior, and she don't care. She'll say, like, we're gonna win anyway. They're gonna still just say whatever they want to say. But the thing is, some of the people are gonna follow the instructions. What I try to do is account for who's gonna do what. But most of the time, I know who's gonna do what, so I would account for it by just sending less fighters. I mean, less shooters, just zero shooters. Because I know people are gonna send shooters because people focus on building a lot of shooters. So they deal with shooters in attack. This is why I followed up with reinforce with shooters afterwards. This is the reason why, so that everybody know that we're gonna fill it up. I mean, was reinforced with fighters afterwards, so everybody know that we're gonna fill it up with fighters. So whatever shooters and drivers are already in there, they will do that. They will just send fighters to refill, and I'm gonna reassert that again after the rally goes. I'll have to pull from somewhere else. More than likely, I'll be pulling from here. No, it's just me and Maja here. It says I have only two. The other, yeah. What else am I? Okay, I could pull from here. What I want to try to do is get my second team out because it's gonna have a better formation. Hmm. I want to use it for that. So let me pull them back also. I'll pull my second team out as well. I'll send another team on over here with Maja. When you're sending troops, the thing about this thing here is when you send troops, sometimes all your troops can't fit, so you end up changing your formation. So you got to be on point for that. I want to pull these guys back faster. So I want to send them over there. Let me make sure no one sent a rally over there. Oh, no one has a rally going. Is that on the War Fortress? Yep. So what I want to do here is I want to copy this because if Spell loses it, I'm gonna send a rally to that War Fortress. I probably should port, get closer to the middle, but I'll just be lazy. Of course, my attack on the Crystal Mine was successful. I didn't think it would even be close. I would rather a little less shooters there, but that's not a bad mix. That's a good amount of shooters. It's not bad at all. But this is what you don't want. What you don't want to see happening is equal amount of troops, especially when you see this as a complete shooter rally. Complete shooter rally. You do not want to have equal amount of troops. Like that. That's not going to help you. You know what I mean? Because majority of the stats are going to be favoring shooters. We'll give a rundown on the stats real quick so that you can see. My fighter stats 319. I'm only using 3 fighters, of course. So 319 is pretty good. That's on the attack, but the defense and the health is at 271 and 237. He's not using any fighters, so he's not having a lot of stats. Then we go down to the shooter stats. You see, my shooters is at 322, and that's with me using 2 shooters, and then his shooter stats is at 409. So he has barely any fighter stats, but he has actually almost as many fighters as he has shooters. It's not going to be a good benefit for him. It's not going to be a good benefit for him. He's going to lose a lot inside this defense. Actually, that's what it was. He's going to lose a lot, which is what happened here. He lost big on that because I'm coming in with mostly fighter stats. My fighter stats is high, and I'm coming in with more fighter troops. So I'm just going to dominate him. Another thing is the stewards. The stewards make a big difference in battle. They had a lot of stats. Here again on another report, you're never going to win with this, even if they had the more troops or whatever. When you have a makeup like this, you're just not going to win. Look at the drivers. Look at the drivers. This is just not good. It's not good. I mean, at least they had the wherewithal to come with using mostly fighters, but 200K drivers, you're not going to do much damage. You're not going to help yourself at all with that. And this is who led this? Oh, I led this. My makeup isn't really that great either. It's probably because the people that will help defending the building just pounding shooters. This is uh, more catered towards fighters and drivers. But I have better stats, so better stats make up a lot. I mean, he has so much fighter attack here that is ridiculous. But the makeup with all the drivers is it's really gonna hurt him. Um, Drivers actually all their damage. No, they're heroes. They focus on even the troops. The troops focus on fighters. So my 200K um, drivers are gonna put a lot of pain in on his fighters here. So that's something that stands out also inside this battle report. And then my driver attack is at 221. So it's really gonna put a hurting on his fighters there. So I guess it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But in this type of scenario, you want to have mostly. Oh no, yeah, hold on, I'm bugging. This is Whip and Ladio. Shooter attack was only 170. Fighter attack was 185. But driver attack was 221. It wasn't too bad actually. Now that I'm looking at it, still would have preferred more fighters for defense. Overall, it's just a thrashing, guys. They only got 10 people to join. We up to 17. I'm glad to see as many people came. So come to PHR, we're missing 3 people, so we can probably use some people to come over and join our crystal battles. This is the easiest crystal battle I think I've ever been a part of. Normally a good fight, we win the majority of them. I think we're about a 70 to 80% win percentage. Come join server 11 and help us with our crystal battles. Here they go. They could start. Yeah, they silly. Morby, I blew your man a kiss. Bite me. Yeah, Bella Bean is crazy. Yeah, yeah. So here's actually a report I did notice that um, I don't know when it happened. I had a defense mine fell. I don't know when it happened. When I went to go check the crystal mine, I still have it. I don't remember losing it. Maybe I was on defense. I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't know when this happened because I'm still there, garrison the crystal mine, and I don't remember when this port actually happened because I don't remember having to take it back at all. Maybe is that an old one? No. So I don't know the attack on crystal mine. I attacked the crystal mine again, I guess. Uh, Only thing I could think of what possibly could have happened was I wasn't leading. Oh, I see what happened. It got switched to me leading when the attack came in. But here's what I want to say. This was actually a good formation from them. They were shooter heavy, and it fits the stats. This is why he was able to send 800 troops and kill 1 million. Despite more than likely I have better stats. I'm not sure because this is one of my weaker teams. This is actually my 5th team. You know what I mean? It wasn't meant to do any defense work. So I know my stewards are better, but they definitely have higher troop attack, but I got higher troop defense and troop health. I have higher fighter stats. He came in with shooter 400%. So that's just great. And then driver. He had higher driver stats as well. So, the stats comparable. This is my fifth team, but what helped him and allowed him to be able to win was his formation. This is what helped him. The proportion of how he sent his attack with the heroes he sent. He sent shooter. You want to go shooter heavy. The only thing I probably would have did different is I would have probably wanted different is I probably would have wanted to send a little less fighters, maybe 100K less, and add that to the shooter team. But he was successful. So but that's the only thing that I would have done differently. The right amount of drivers, about 50K, because you want to have some drivers in there. You notice we have 50K as well. So that's the only thing I probably would have wanted to do different, but he didn't need to do different. And because of that, he was able to send 800K and be able to beat 1 million. This is the reason why. Going back to the map, one of the important reasons why the knowing what the numbers on the top is, because you can actually see the number of people that's in their garrison. So you could decide whether or not you want to rally it or you want to solo it. That's why that's important to understand and know. Also, what you get to see is you see this number here. This number is how many of your people are en route to that building. How many of your people are en route to that building? See how that number disappeared here? Because that is no longer en route. It's either there or being sent back. So let's see how some of these rallies go. It depends on how many people will join me. Okay, he still has 3 million troops in there. That'll be an easy wash if I can get some help inside the rally. And I guess I didn't get any help, but we'll send again. Let's check this report. Oh, didn't even get a report on it. Oh, this guy's actually trying to attack me. Really? Who is this guy? Oh, cool. I'll attack him too. That'll make things fun. He doesn't have a shot. But how my boy say? No chance in hell. Come on, you attack me and then you just get thrashed that easy? Really? That was just too easy. We're going to take a look at that report. 1 second. See if we can get some people here. I see people porting over. I guess they just trying to get some defense points. Yeah, let's see what he did. Nathan. Okay, yes. Well, he had 1 million troops, so almost 2 million troops. Probably low levels. One of the things you guys need to do is upgrade your people on your wall, man. You guys got to update them. Man. A lot of times people they don't update what's on their walls, and it cost them a lot in battle. 2 million troops because he didn't update his wall. Yeah, so it's the fun part of this game. The battles. See what this do. I don't know how many people joined the rally. Apparently not enough to win. But we'll just keep going. Let's see if we got a report this time. I think they're sending Rian. Nope. No Rian. We just ain't have enough people. We should have been able to win. Still, he updated his wall, so got to give him props for that. let me check something real quick. I didn't. Did I check to see if he got re-in? What was that? That was his city. Yeah. He definitely have people coming in now. He didn't before. That did it. That's what he had reinforcement also. Only had a little bit of reinforcement. Only 2.4 million troops, 5 million power. I like his setup though. It's not that bad. He's gonna have to finish off Susanna, and I love the double shooter beast he has going on here. You can tell this player is gonna be a decent player. Shout out to Zetsu from NYX. He's gonna be a decent player. Look like he's either figure some stuff out, listen to the right people, or watch my videos. So we'll look for another target here. They're gonna like to reinforce, so we're gonna come here. Maybe do a few of them. Should truth be told, I might have solo that guy. Let me see what he got in there. 46 million is not really that much, especially when he got troops out. 3 million troops. That's what it says. It says here. Oh man, he's he's toast. He's toast. He doesn't have enough T10, I don't think, to defend against me. This is with my fighter attacks. I should have tried them with my shooter. I like to attack with fighters though. Nope, he defended. See what happened. Do I get a report? Nope. I guess he did have 3 million. It didn't look like it. Oh, 1.2? Yeah, we're probably gonna definitely get that guy. If I get 1.4 million in there, we definitely gonna take him. 1.2 should do it though. I said I never heal during most I might do is hit the heal button and then get the free heals. Because you get free heals, but I never use any of my personal speed ups trying to heal. Got too many troops. It doesn't make sense. They're gonna heal themselves when this is over. So oh yeah, that got him. 1.2 I figured would. Especially he didn't get any help from anybody. 3.1 million troops he had in there. That was fun. Let's port. I like to port close. And we got 2 minutes left. This is almost all. Yeah, I guess I got points this time. I'm normally like 8 or 9. I don't really. This time it just was. We could start rallying cities pretty early. So See what he got up in here. One of the reasons they let you hit them is because they be want to try their defenses out. They be thinking they got a lot of troops in there, so their defense probably can hold. Uh, they figure you only can send 1 million, and they got 3-4 million troops that they're gonna win. But that do not be the case. That do not be the case. I think the most I've maybe soloed is about. Well, I just did 1.7 million recently, um, but sending 1.4, I think I've soloed over 5 to 6 million, maybe. I mean, not soloed, rallied. I knew that was gonna be pretty easy. We only said 600K, so he needs. I'm pretty sure he has better heroes than that. There, he need to update his wall. He has a lot of drivers. Wow, that's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, he's testing out because he's only 38. I probably could solo him. Let's see what this guy got. 48. These some small guys, man. Really small guys. I knew I saw something that was 60. Maybe they started out 60 and they're just not that anymore. Probably just didn't heal, maybe, so I could think of. 2.9 million. It doesn't look like a lot of T10s. I wanna try him out because there's so many troops in there. I just wanna see how a solo cost me 2 teleports just now. That's crazy. Yeah, we're at S tier Crystal Battle. Uh, Morbidia came in first. Okay. As you can see, I got no new highs. Number of troop kills is 1.3. I average 1 million troop kills. My highest was 2.7 million troops killed. Um, so that's the norm. So that was our Crystal Battle. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Like, comment, rate, subscribe.